Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Mick Alphanin. So we're gonna begin here on CoinGate.com. We have a little bit of XRP news today, a little bit of overall crypto news, and as well, we're gonna end off with a little bit of Quant news. You've seen Quant has been doing fantastic. It has exploded. We're gonna talk about that at the end. So there will be chapters in here if you'd like to jump around. Appreciate everyone being here. Now, the article begins as such. XRP might be a sneaky winner in a BlackRock Coinbase deal. Here's why. Now, remember I mentioned something about this a few videos back. This is huge for not only Coinbase, but for a myriad of bank coins, I believe, because they will be the last one standing. But this is huge. This is a huge deal. Huge deal. To have any relationship with BlackRock or any connection is massive. Do you see the people that are behind XRP, behind Ripple, or in connection with Ripple? They are some of the most powerful individuals in the world. How anyone can believe XRP is not going to massively win, I don't know. Even if you look past the data, past the PDFs, the transcripts, all of the information that the central banks are handing to the people, the commercial banks are handing to the people, all the praise of the governments rained upon XRP, XLM as well, Algorand as well. Let me keep them together. If that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what does. But BlackRock, you only have a few massive entities that own almost everything. They have all the power. BlackRock, Vanguard, Blackstone. Those are the ones that I know. All right. But let's just read this little tidbit here. It says XRP might be a sneaky winner in a BlackRock Coinbase deal. Here's why. It says BlackRock Inc. entered into a partnership with Coinbase Global Incorporated in a bid to provide digital asset exposure to its users. However, an expert suggests that this deal is a win-win situation for Ripple's XRP token. It says XRP. Oh, whoa, this article goes a little deeper. Okay, I like what they're talking. Have you been watching? No, I like to say that. I just like to make jokes, guys. When I say, has this person been watching Alphanim's channel? I'm just making jokes, everyone. But listen, we're all on the same page. All the people that are doing estimates are on the same page. However, I disagree with their timeline. They're saying 2030. Says XRP to reach $32 by 2030. That is so conservative. Do you really believe that? It would take to 2030 for XRP to reach $32? You really believe that? My God, let me just read this though, because I want to see what you have to say. It says, as per Wrath of Kahneman, BlackRock joining forces with Coinbase will bring a huge amount of money to the crypto market. It definitely will. BlackRock owns everything. Let's continue on. He mentioned that Robert Mitchnick. Oh, let me also insert this. It's not just that they own everything, but their power is unheard of. They can move anyone the way that they want them to. If BlackRock chooses to make a decision, they will move the earth if they really need to have things go their way. We'll just put it that way, okay? That's how they function. But let's continue on here. It says, he mentioned that Robert Mitchnick is the head of BlackRock's digital asset division. Mitchnick is one of the two authors of the XRP model from 2017. There you have it. There you go. We can't win. I think I'll be fired up. Everybody, I must apologize to you. I'm fired up. We're going to win so bad. Oh, we're going to win so good. Let me rephrase that. We have a member, former member or participant in the creation of Ripple as a part of BlackRock. Let me read that again. This is insane. Now, see, if I put insanity in the title, people are going to think it's clickbait or something like that. I don't clickbait. When I put something in the title, I firmly believe that, but I try to make it catchy. Of course, you want to bring some views in, some eyes in. Mitchnick is one of the two authors of the XRP model from 2017. Kahneman highlighted that BlackRock hired Ripple executive, BlackRock hired the Ripple executive back in 2019 to lead the division of the digital assets. Can you can we just go out on a limb and say that they're going to use XRP? Blackrock, right? I mean, the most powerful. Let's say the most powerful. I'll just say that. The most powerful. Sorry about that. I misspoke. The most powerful entity in the world. They own. We have a member of that entity. They're going to use XRP. This is major. This might be some of the most massive news that we've heard in a long time. It says, in 2018, Susan Athey, a Stanford professor, and Michnik published a paper on the value of Bitcoin and XRP tokens. However, Athey is now a Ripple board member. Look at the connections. I mean, do your own research just in case some of this information I might be misinterpreting, or I doubt it. I doubt it. Do your own research. If you're not excited by this, I don't know what would get you excited. Oh man, this is good. This is very, very good. It says, interestingly, one of the authors is working with Coinbase, while the other is on Ripple's board. Look at that connection. Meanwhile, Coinbase delisted XRP. Yes, but why? Why? They haven't delisted anything else. There's been a bevy of coins. One of them I hold, by the way, and let me tell you something. AMP is, if it does what it's supposed to do, it's going to be major. It's one of the finance coins. All right, collateralized coin. Why did they delist XRP? Because the SEC clearly didn't tell them to. Why don't they relist it? Ah, something's going on. All right, let's get to this next article here. This is a good day. This is a really, really good day. This article is from U.Today, and it's titled, XRP holders join class action lawsuit against the SEC. It says, XRP enthusiasts from every U.S. state and 141 countries around the world have joined the case against the SEC. Speaking directly to Gary Gensler, the regulator's commissioner, Deaton said victory would be on the side of XRP, referring to the lawsuit as a war. It definitely is a war. It definitely is. This is a great, great happening here. And you see, now it's going to really expose Gary Gensler. If they're getting direct contact at Gary Gensler at some point and they're able to air out their grievances and such, and it is heard, then the question is, what action does Gary Gensler take? What does the SEC take? Do they finally, serve their purpose and protect the people and allow the people to thrive? What decisions do they make from this? That is what's going to be important, in my humble opinion. Cause and effect. We will see a lot of causes born out of this, and then it's up to us to determine what the effects will be. So this is going to be a lot of good information coming out of this. But once more, the SEC loses again. Now let's continue on here. Very briefly, let's touch on this here. This is also from CoinGate.com, and it's about XLM. XLM was listed on Robinhood. It says Robinhood lists Avalanche, AVAX, and Stellar XLM. So you saw that there was a little bit of a pump this morning. Could be related to that. Also could be related to Bitcoin going up. I believe Bitcoin either hit 24,000 or is above 24,000. So there was a little bit of a lift in price, I believe, if I'm seeing correctly, from XLM. However, I will say this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. For the people that are new and didn't have access to XLM for whatever reason, then this is a very good happening. But as I said before, until those large financial institutions start utilizing XLM and it's used in mass and you have a high amount of value going across it consistently until it serves its purpose and all the infrastructures are set up and everything is running, no matter what company is the cause of it, whether it's Stellar Foundation itself. I particularly look directly at IBM and LightNet if they're still going to be including Stellar Protocol as their original design encompassed. I look at those two companies more so, and there's a few other companies that are on the horizon that are building on Stellar. So, but you have a bevy of companies building on Stellar only when they choose to start utilizing Stellar in mass. And of course, when you're talking about IBM, you're talking about the banks that they have. They bring, what was it, like 15 or 20 of the top banks in the world. That's who IBM works with. Now, if they begin using Stellar, then yes, that price will move. The bank coins price will really move. And I'm not talking about these tiny little movements. That I don't care about. I'm talking about the floods, the tsunamis, the parabolic runs, the life-changing gains. That happens if and when the large financial institutions and the banks step in my humble opinion, right? And I think you've seen that from the price. Nothing has been able to budge these prices. You get a little whale activity during bull runs. It pumps it up just a little bit, and that's cute. But that's not what we're here for. And of course, people are going to take profit and things of that nature. But I'm personally, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You can do whatever it is that you want to do, okay? But personally, I'm waiting on the banks. So none of this stuff as a long holder, none of this matters, in my humble opinion, to long holders, to hunters of the white whale, Ahab investors, but to people who are new, this is going to be good because they have easier access to collecting some XLM. Now, let's move on to this here. This article is from cryptopolitan.com. And it goes as such. It says the U.S. launches 3 bills to regulate cryptocurrency spot markets through the CFTC. Listen, at this period of time, this is the closest we've ever been to winning overall and having crypto regulated properly as a commodity. We've had a senator pushing for the CFTC to regulate crypto and not the SEC. We've had other governmental officials do the same. And now we have 3 bills that could possibly have cryptocurrency regulated as a commodity. That would be wonderful. This is good news. I appreciate everybody out there making calls to their governmental officials, same as I have been doing. We've been working really hard work, cadence, hard work, everything. Some of us, I get it. Some of you don't know cadence. All right, that's okay. Let's read this little tidbit. You guys are distracting me out there. The Commodity Futures Trading Commission is an independent federal agency. CFTC agency regulates the derivatives market in the United States. CFTC includes future contracts, options, and swaps. CFTC allows the promotion of competitive markets. This site protects the investors against manipulation, abusive trade practices, and fraud. And they do a good job, by the way. Unlike the SEC. That's why I hope this passes, and I hope that we are able to work with the CFTC and not the corrupt SEC. It's been a nightmare. I think across crypto as well as the stock market, it's been a nightmare working with the SEC. So it says the Commodity Futures and Trading Commission Act established the CFTC in 1974. Now 3 bills are being launched in the United States to regulate cryptocurrency spot markets. Most of the crypto exchanges are regulated at the state level today. There are no proper federal guidelines for the registration process. SEC has stated that the cryptocurrency exchanges listing digital securities should be treated as national securities exchanges. Lately, crypto has been pushing the federal agency or Congress to be clear in the process. Crypto wants them to make a clear definition of a digital commodity. Let me stop there. Okay, I want to say something. So this is random. When I'm in the studio here, this room, it's like, I don't know, it's very weird how sound bounces off the walls. So I always feel like I have to project my voice. Someone in the comment section asked me, and I pinned that comment. They were like, why does your voice sound different in that one video I did? It was supposed to be like a motivational video where I was sharing some of my experiences and thoughts. It's because if I don't project my voice, I feel like it doesn't come out clear. So then if I talk low like this, then my voice sounds different. Like that's my normal voice. Like if you were sitting next to me, this is how my voice would sound. But if I'm speaking like I'm in a room, I have to project, and this office is not that small. So that's why my voice sounds more high pitched usually. Anyway, that was on my mind. That's just how my mind works. It jumps around. Let's continue on here. This is a huge article, by the way. You want to go over to cryptopolitan.com and check this article out. It's right on the front page. Can't miss it. Most of crypto exchanges are regulated at state level. We read that already. Lately, crypto has been pushing the federal agency or Congress to be clear in this process. Crypto wants them to make a clear definition of a digital commodity. Yes. If XRP and XLM and Algorand are listed as commodities around the world, they're also actually listed as commodities or currencies by other federal institutions within the United States itself. We only have the SEC going rogue. So having these 3 bills, and wait a minute, oh, they have the names of the bills, okay, and then we're going to stop there so you can go here. Wow, this is a very, very good article Like I said, if you want to check this out, go over to cryptopolitan.com. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll post a link in the members only section, actually, of this article. This is just that good. But here's the name. So now we can look up information on these bills. It says there are 3 bills. The one this week, the Loomis-Gillibrand bill, and the House bill, the Digital Commodity Exchange Act, that say the CFTC is the place to go, and it definitely is. All right, now I want to end off here with a little bit of Quant. Quant has been exploding. Oh, we're seeing disgusting gains. Doesn't feel good. It feels really good when you've done the research and you got in at the right time. People said that Quant would never drop below $60. Then they said would never drop below $50. Then people came in and they scooped up a ton of Quant around $40, $45. I know I say that because that's the lowest that I saw. It might have gone lower. I don't know, but that's what I saw. $40 to $45 scooped up a ton of Quant. Now they're sitting on tremendous gains. They're doing very well. I'm happy for them. But what we're seeing right now is nothing compared to where Quant, I believe, it's just my humble opinion, will go in the future. It will shatter its all-time high because of utility. They're working almost exclusively with banks. Banks, big money. I misspoke. I posted that in the community section. I said 520 banks. It was 570 banks. Oh, muy linda, mi gente. When I think about that money, are you not fired up today to, have a productive day? I'm going to say it one more time. When you think of 520 banks, you see what retail is doing to Quant. Muy linda, mi gente. Oh. When I think about that money, I feel so good. It's like I feel endorphins. And it's hard work to make good picks. It is. I learned that from my brother. My brother is a cryptocurrency genius. And the thing I learned from him is you need to know why a coin is going to be successful, and you need to get into something people are going to need. And then after that, you research the heck out of that particular asset. And by that research, you will but you will find that either this asset is not worth holding, it's not going to make you anything, or it's going to make you a ton of money. And I want to say this also, my brother has never made a bad pick, by the way. But that's why I learned from him. So I apply all of these different things on my own. And that's how I knew at that time. I just knew Quant. I said, okay, it went down here. I seen them working with all of these banks. I see the circulating supply. I know the volatility was good at one time, so it can take off very fast. I mean, all of these different facets. But in the future, when those banks step in, those are the catalysts. You're going to see life-changing gains. Possibly, this is not financial advice. This is not a guarantee. But people can see life-changing gains from something like Quant. It has a lower circulating supply than Bitcoin, and it has way more utility than most coins out there. It's signed up to work with more banks than most of the bank coins. Keep that in mind. Woo-wee. So, I was going to read this little tidbit from Quant here. But no, actually I will. It's from quant.network, their actual website. I just want to read this little piece here. It says, the digitization of goods and assets will be a once-in-a-generation evolution in finance. To translate that, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We've been saying that for a long time. It's one that I'm definitely not going to miss out on, but everyone has to make their own decisions. I respect everyone for making their own decisions. It's a once-in-a-generation evolution in finance. We are the new financial system. It feels so good. It does. And I'm having a little bit of fun now. I like to see the green also. Even though I'm waiting on that big money, I like to see the green in the charts. I like to see those prices right. It just makes me feel good. It makes you feel good too, don't you? You like to see those numbers skyrocket. And with Quant, we've been seeing that, right? So it's been fun. Now is there any catalyst behind it? I don't see a catalyst behind all of these prices rising. I hope they continue to rise. However, because there's nothing behind it, I can see people starting to want to take profit right now. To be quite honest, I see people wanting to take profit very soon. And so maybe this uptick may not be sustained. If there's catalyst behind things, then, upticks can be sustained. But there really is no everything is green today, but there's no catalyst for everything to be green. There isn't. At least I haven't seen one. I could be completely wrong. Because there's no catalyst, it tells me that people are just pumping it up, and they're probably going to take profit at some point. Now, Quant is different. Quant is different because there's a lot of long holders in Quant. So we'll see what happens with that. Maybe that price might be sustained a little bit longer. But as I said, there's no catalyst behind it. Not that I've seen. But everything else, there's nothing, no reason for those prices to be going up other than people are just putting their money in, pumping it up a little bit. So I just don't see like the Bitcoin rise or all these other cryptos besides Quant. I just don't see them sustaining these prices. But we will see. I could be completely wrong, and I want to be wrong. I want to see that green. I want it to continue to go up, but I have to be rational and logical as well. And I hope people protect their money out there. Protect your money. Stay safe. You know, have a balance. Always achieve homeostasis. And don't. Well, I can't tell you what to do, but greed comes before the fall. Wait. Is it greed or pride? Maybe they said pride comes before the fall, but hey, throw greed in there also, because greed can come before the fall also. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? Hey, if you can, I usually don't ask, but if you can click the like button, I would appreciate it. It would keep us in the algorithm. It would get us into the algorithm. I would appreciate that. So until next time, let's get to the money.